Alright, it's been a while since I've run anything that wasn't on a camera that's genetically related to a potato. So here goes. Your motorcycle running by there. I wonder if they're going to power tour. Oh. Oh, I need to put some split loom on here too. I gotta split loom a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, that's why that's shortened. Get away from there. That's my fuel pressure sensor. Well, it's an oil pressure sensor, but I'm using it for fuel. Okay, so what we're doing is we're taking this here green wire, we're running her down through next to the brake booster, because that's the only place I got room that ain't hot. And then I'm sitting it on that hot exhaust manifold, burning it up, and dragging it underneath the car. And it's got a 2-wire spigot on it, or you might call it a plug if you're not Appalachia. There's our bottom of the automobile. What is dripping on this exhaust? I don't know. Something. Or maybe oil, maybe something. More sinister, I don't know. Oh, I see. That's grease flinging out of the U joints. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. So what we're going to do is completely lose track of that wire I just threw down through here. Here, hold this a minute. Ouch. Alright, can we see the transmission? I think so. Oh, the cross member actually isn't that bad. It looks like a turd, but it's got like a 1/2 inch of steel on it now. The problem I had was that I forgot to bolt the passenger side of the cross member down to the vehicle, which would have been why it was bunking the cross member around. Okay, here we go. Here's our wire. Ouch. Plug anyway. I need to figure out how to suspend this so it's away from the steering, and it's also away from the hot exhaust. So we'll run it over this. And oh, yeah, we'll just run it across the transmission cross member. That'll do her. All right, cool. So we'll kind of, because that's got plenty of room in it. Well, something's pouring oil out of this thing. What the hell? It ain't out of the transmission. I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe it is out of the transmission. Huh. I don't know. I should probably space that pin up just a hair from the thing underneath it before it tears a hole in it. Alright, we got to find the 2-pin plug, which should be right there. I think that's it. That's that wee little dinky one. There's a 3-pin is for the neutral switch and the other thing, and I'm not going to use that right now because I'm not going to be racing it. So the tech inspectors don't need to see my neutral safety switch working. Well, actually, I'm going to hook up the backup lights, but right now I'm just going to hook this up and see if we can make her work. See if I can get a lockup converter. Oh, did I mention that I'm trying to hook up the locking torque converter? That would be what the plan is for tonight. Alright, so we can shove this up on top of here, and then just zip tie it down or something. Remember to do that before we leave. Zip tie it to the brake line over here, and that'll keep it safely out of the way of the exhaust and the steering. Cool. Oh, there's a spot I need to weld on the steering shaft yet too. Oh, we can do that tonight. That's not much of a deal there. Looks like my exhaust manifold modification isn't leaking, so that's good. Oh, I see. We're losing transmission fluid. Actually, that would be technically called come on, Brian. It hasn't been that long of a day. That's tractor fluid. Hydraulic fluid. Oh, there's the other plug there too. Cool. Alright. Ouch. Let's go back up top side. Now this solenoid, the lockup is supposed to be able to trip when you give her 12 volts. So, I'm going to give her 12 volts and see if she trips. Here, hold this. Whose motorcycle that is. Right. So let us go back in of the doors and get the razor blade that I had in my pocket that I forgot when I put down. Now we've got the black and white conductors of this cable hitched up to the connector. The shield is not hooked up to anything. We're just not going to use that for now. we ever have to use it, we'll use it, but for now we're not gonna. Also, the little plastic strengthener thingy in here is in use. Right now all we're gonna do the heck? It almost sounds like a helicopter. Strip these here wires. I'll hook it up to the battery and see if we can. I'll tell you what, let's put this side to ground. Then we'll just tap it to the positive and see if we can hear any clicks. I don't hear any clicks, but I see a wee little tiny bit of sparking. Alright, well, that indicates that it's probably too deep in the transmission to hear. So what we're going to do is take this, which doesn't have power on it. I'm just thinking about what I'm doing here. I don't want to be throwing stuff around if it's live with 12 volts, even if it is fused. That thing's way too close to that exhaust manifold to be floating around down there. I'm going to shove this light up here. Well, you might be able to see me through there even. Probably see me through here. Do the thing. Yeah, razor blade too. Anybody can have it. But if we get it far enough away from everything, it'll stay that way. Alright, I can't see for crap down here. I'm assuming that it's in the right spot. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Zip it to the brake line and hope for the best. Hope this doesn't use up all the thoughts and prayers from the rest of the car. Holding the rest of it together. Ow. That dumb thing's right in my dang eye, too, you know? It does illuminate what I need to see. And my retinas. That's healthy. And I can't get my other hand up in this thing to get the dumb zip tie together. So we're going to have to do it the hard way. Which is not at all, because the motorcycle dude sounds pretty excitable tonight. So they're having fun. So today's Monday, June 9th, I think. Yeah, because Wednesday's the 11th. I got to do some family stuff, and I wasn't really ready to do the full power tour anyway. So I'm only going to do one day. I'm only doing Norwalk this year. But that's alright. Just take an easy start. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said the E word. I just screwed the whole thing, didn't it? Alright. Let's got another one of them up here. And I can probably get in through the fender there. Ouch. Oh wow, yeah. Another one. A paint marker back in my pocket because it keeps falling out. Where the hell do you find a paint marker with a clip on it, by the way? I need to get some of those. not clippy like that little paper clip jerking windows. I mean, a clip like it holds it onto your crap, so you don't keep dropping the dumb thing. Ah, come on. Why is this harder than where I can only fit one hand in? Ouch. Come on. Let it go in the hole, you bastard. Ah, that's what the ladies say. Ouch. Alright. Regroup. Ah. Can I get it from the top? Well, maybe. Possibly. Yeah, okay. Shove my arm down that hole. Just mainly need to keep it away from the steering shaft and the exhaust. Come on. Why can I not get anything to retain itself? Alright, how about here? Get two hands in here? Nope. Sounds like a personal problem. Wait. I might have it. Hang on. I know this is a lot of work for a not a lot of feature, but the amount of gas it should save should make it worth it. I was thinking we ought to be able to pull off somewhere north of 20 miles a gallon, probably 22, 23 at least. Yeah, it's throwing another one on. Try it in the spot where you can't get to it from anywhere. Well, let's see if I can get into it here now. It might be a little better since I've curtailed its motion a little bit. Yeah, there's a two-hander. Cool. Aha, gotcha. There we go. Okay, cool. There's our wire all nice and out of harm's way for the most part. Yep, good. That's probably going to melt sitting there as that hot exhaust, but whatever. Alright, so we're going to use this red one here. This is number something or other. Number such and such, yeah. That's the technical term for it. No, this one. How the hell did I do that before? I don't know, just leave it be. Okay, so we're gonna chop these to meet approximately the length. Means I need to go get some tools. I've got a bunch of tools, like the whole back end of this thing's full of tools. And made my little LVDC kit, low voltage DC, for 12 volt stuff and whatnot, I think. And should have in it some butane, a torch, heat shrink, and most importantly, solder seals. Oh, we got 2 packs of solder seals. Cool, because we're going to need them. Got some more heat shrink in there. Got some Lego connectors. Pretty much whatever you're going to need. When this thing fornicates the canine in the middle of the road, and it's time to fix it. Where did my other torch go? It went somewhere. I don't remember what I did with it. It'll be an ongoing thing. Thank you, concussion. Alright, we're going to chop this right here. Who knows if this is going to work, but we'll see. Alright, we're going to chop the shield wire completely off. Throw her away somewhere to never be seen again, except until it gets stuck in my tire. Chop the ends of these off. And strip them. And do it again because that sucked. Alright, now do the green one the same way. Give back my thingy. You want to kind of kink the wire while you're cutting it, so cut through the sheath so it does all the cutting for you. Oh, would you look at that? It's raining now. Isn't that special? I was going to go to the Butler Ham Fest yesterday, but I figured it probably was rained out. Oh, for crying out loud, it's going to rain hard right now while I'm stuck outside. Well, give me 2 dinguses here, little red ones. Doesn't look like it's got a whole lot of rain coming, so get lucky. Alright, shove the kajingus on here. Stick the second one on there. You don't want to twist these wires, you're supposed to have them fanned out, well not fanned out, but not twisted when you use these solder seals. A lot of times I'll just twist them and solder them beforehand, but you know, you do you. Alright, oops, we're out of the size that I need in this, so we're just not going to do it. Never mind. Wait a minute, I've got some heat shrink in the car. I got a giant spool of it. Because I figured I'd probably need it, because I'm only going like 100 and some miles, but alright, we'll just done with it. Magnification on. Okay, white wire to white wire. Not that it matters. I don't think these solenoids are polarity sensitive. on. No, don't jump out of there. Go in the connecty thing. Stay there till I solder you. Come on. Go in. There we go. Whoops. Shoot. Alright, do it again. Trying to be polite because now I know there's kids watching. Well, this car is kind of neat. Like, I've never had anything like this before. Wherever I go, there's like immediately people taking pictures. It's strange. Alright, that's solder in the wind, so of course the solder won't stick, or it won't heat because, you know, windy and all. So you heat the bead up until she gets a little bit of bright silver you see wicking up the wires, and after that let her cool off without moving it around. There she goes. There's my bright silver. Gotta try to melt that whole bead of solder too. But you don't want to heat these things up too much or they'll burn through the connector, and then you won't have your, oh boy, look at that nice bright silver. You probably can't see that, but I can. Except by humble description of it. Here, hold this. Oh gee, I can see what I'm doing now. Weird. Yeah, I took this thing to a car show over the weekend and it was, ouch, that's hot. For some reason or other, I couldn't imagine why. Took this to a car show over the weekend and it's like all these $100,000, you know, multiple tens of thousands of dollar cars or $100,000 cars sitting there, and everybody comes over to look at this thing. Like, okay, well, I guess it's something different, so it's interesting, I guess. And it's quiet, ha! That's cool. I like the quiet thing, because I'm going to be road tripping this thing for too long. If I can get it to cooperate, hopefully it'll be sooner. Trying to go to the Salina 52 truck stop, or the real truck stop that's it's patterned on anyway. Salina, Tennessee. Actually, it's Crossville, Tennessee, is where the real one is. But I gotta see that. I gotta make a pilgrimage there, you know. That's one of those deals. I've been following them on Facebook. It's hilarious. Salina 52 truck stop. C-E-L-I-N-A. You'd think it was Salina, but they say it different. They say it different. Alright, so basically, if I were to get in the car and get it up into third gear, but it's an automatic, apply 12 volts across these two wires, it should, in theory, kick into torque converter lockup. When it does that, I should save some fuel. So what I've got here, the other thing I want to show you, is the switch. I got to figure out how to wire this thing yet. But here's the switch I got. It's kind of cool. It's for a supposed to be for a splitter for a rear end, like a dual speed rear end in a truck. It's electrical, and it's got an LED in it, a green LED, which I'm sure is obnoxiously bright. So you just pull this whenever you want to lock the torque converter up, and she locks up. It's supposed to be hydraulically limited so that it can't lock up in anything but third gear, but I'll have to be careful about that. Yeah, now I'm tired. Yeah, this is it. And I got a little mounting majig here. I mount it to the side of my shifter and just go like that. That's it. Well, probably to the front. because my hand's going to be over the shifter like that, so it'd be easy to pull up and push down on it. Whatever. But that's how she's going to go. Alright, I'm going to get set up for the next run, next part of the journey here, and putting this thing in. I'll see ends after bits. Okay, it's not exactly the best thing in the world, but here it is. And this is a cool little switch because all you got to do is, this is a little bit loose, I just hose clamped it with a piece of rubber block onto the shifter knob. So you pull up on here, she turns on, locks the converter up. Push her back down, shuts off, unlocks the converter. And I should be able to just... Now, the next problem is cleaning that up, because I need to clean that up. But that'll have to be after power tour. Stay tuned and we'll show you if it works or not. Alright, here we are cruising through Boredom, Ohio. Also known by some as Boardman. Now it seems that it doesn't lock in second or first or second gear. I've already tested that. But it does lock in third, so that's good. So, here's third. And it locked. There it is. Nice positive cluck. And that was it. It feels just like a stick shift now. Oh, there's Smokey there. Now I pop it again. You can hear it rev up a little bit. Pop it again. RPMs come down. So cool. Our lockup converter does work. That's awesome. Well, there's our little light thingy here. Just kind of push it in. That she be. Nice. What'll happen if I put it in lock? Oh, I don't like that. No, it does try to lock when it's at first. Oops. No, not. Alright, try this. Not locked yet. Okay, so it goes into third and then it locks. It doesn't like slowing down with the converter lock though. So I gotta remember to pop this before I slow down or it'll not like it. I guess most people never mess with a lockup converter like this. Yeah, it doesn't like it to the extent I'm not going to try it anymore. I didn't like that way that felt. That felt kind of expensive. Oh, transmission's still set. It's still at the bottom of the meter. It's still 104 degrees. Oh, I got a rear defogger now, don't I? Ah, nice. Rear defogger. Well, not all the lines work, but the rear defogger does work. Seem to be going a little bit lean, kind of hunting on the idle here.